Okay, we should pause it right there. Hi guys, it's Allie and Gabby. Again, I'm alive, yes. We made it through New Year's. We did not go driving the next day due to rain. Quick, brief, summary of what's been happening so far in 2017. I went on my Universal Disney trip to the DECA convention. Well, you're not in DECA, but in the DECA convention, and it was fantastic. And I thank everybody at Universal, the speakers, my teachers, everybody who supported us to go on the trip. I will never forget it. It's birthday. So great. February was my birthday. I'm officially 17. And in March, I guess nothing really exciting happened. I guess I got new hair. But in this video, Bible, we're going to talk. She's currently texting one of her friends, who exactly stupid. They're both having a lyric challenge war at this point in time. But this video is more serious. It's about our school system and how it's kind of screwed up.
It really is. Like, I'm about to fail because I'm more worried about
and the specific school we're in, our test scores are below average, and we have teachers quit due to the other students, and it's not fair for the students who are willing and trying to learn and take
I came back
and take their education seriously.
I came back from being sick, and I had another teacher there. So.
And the other day, our school is predominantly black, and there's nothing I can do about that. I wouldn't change that necessarily, no, but I think that certain students get treated differently at times because of that. Because maybe they're black and the community's primarily black, or I'm white. I mean, I've never had racism kind of come up to me. I mean, I've been called a typical white girl.
Or being big-boned.
Or big-boned, yeah.
And wearing stuff that other people wear.
Yeah,
and judged.
I know transgenders, and they wear makeup. And every day, somebody comes up to me and asks me why do they wear makeup, or comes up to them and asks them that. And if somebody chooses to live like that, we'll leave it to them. Mind your own business. If they want to wear makeup, that's because they want to. It's become such a debate in the world of, oh, transgender is not accepted, but it is. We're in 2017. We're not in the 1940s. And the other day, I was in film, and I went to the office for a Band-Aid, and I was wearing a dress showing my shoulders. The lady at the front desk showed me where the Band-Aids were, and almost looked like she was disgusted by seeing my shoulders, and told me that I needed something she was like, you need to get something for your shoulders. Like, for real. Like, you need to get it as soon as possible. Get something to cover that up. Like, I'm not kidding. Go change or something. Like I had an extra set of clothes on me to go magically change. But I had the courage to wear the dress because I have that confidence. I have that love for myself to wear the dress. I thought I looked good in it. And at my school, girls tend to wear crop tops and wear booty shorts or show their butt and everything, but not a word is spoken to them about it, but I get told for something about my shoulders. Like my shoulders distraught, or just make the school look bad. Like, oh, my shoulders are showing. Everybody has shoulders. Like, it's no big deal. Get over yourself. You're gonna see my shoulders. Dress code is stupid. I dress up to the, I was in complete dress code. I was told I could wear a dress as long as it was length appropriate, and that's what I did. But nobody is told to put on another t-shirt or put on a hoodie when I'm seeing somebody's stomach I particularly don't want to see. But that's because they have the self-confidence to do it, and I give them kudos for that. I give them brownie points for that because they love themselves and they have confidence to do it. But if it were me, because I'm bigger, I guarantee I would get some complete bullcrap for it. And the schools, right now, they're pretty much trying their hardest to get our grades to go up, to get the test scores to go up. And at this point, they don't know what to do. And I'm a student who's trying to graduate. I'm a student who is trying to get into to journalism and broadcasting, into the radio business. But I can't really do that because of my school's options.
I am trying to be a culinary.
Our school has very limited options for students. We have had to cut our culinary program due to there's no teacher. We have had
Now that teacher is
a substitute. But the substitute said he would never work there again. He would never work as a full-time teacher ever again, I don't think. He's retired but works as a sub. And there's not a journalism broadcasting at my school. We only have one language you can learn, and that's Spanish.
Are you learning French?
No, we can't learn French.
I know, I learned French.
Oh, if we want to learn something extra, then we have to do it on our own time, really. We had a Latin class for the sports and wellness students who wanted to be doctors because Latin is often used for doctors. We had to cut that program because the teacher quit.
For real?
Yeah. Miss Johnson quit. And math, I haven't had a teacher for 2 years until last semester. And I've had to catch up on it. And that's leaving me behind as a student who wants to go farther. I want to try to learn. I'm trying my best. And it's wrong that the school's doing so little for us, and it feels like that. And that we have so limited options to do something like that. I have to choose business, and I have to choose my second career to learn in high school. So when I skip on to college, when I want to go to NTSU, I feel like I might be a little bit behind due to the fact I never had a program for journalism broadcasting. In math, I'll have to have somebody tutor me because I'm so far behind. And it hurts. Because our schools are so low graded and below average because the students in our school, some of them do not care. Most of them do not care. Most of them smoke weed and are involved in things they shouldn't be and don't care about what they're learning. They're just there to hurry up and graduate so they don't have truancy and they can hurry up and get to doing what they want. But they're not doing anything. They're not trying to learn. They're talking so loud where a teacher can't focus to teach. Or they're disrespecting the teachers where the teachers are kind of forced to quit.
One of our teachers ran out, remember?
Yeah. That's who I said, Miss Johnson. That's why they cut the program. My math teacher last year, his name was Mr. Hand, and the students made fun of him daily. And the students were fighting every day, like fist fighting, even though it was playing around. It was still fist fighting. And talking aloud and throwing things at him and disrespected him in so many ways that no one should be treated as. He was bullied, and that man walked out. He walked out, and he gave up. But, I mean, I would have too if I was disrespected as much as him. And we were left 3 weeks without a teacher, or over 3 months without a teacher. The new teacher comes along, a retired teacher who worked in schools for 30 years or so. She quit because students were disrespectful and stole her items, personal items, and she quit, leaving us with a substitute. At the beginning of this year, I was forced to learn on a computer and read and do the math on my own and forced to learn and teach myself. And for me, I'm not a great self-learner. I can't self-teach myself really a lot. And sometimes that makes me feel worse as a person. But that's not going to get my test grades higher. So I tried to go to other teachers when I wasn't getting the help I needed. And eventually I got further into it and I understood it, and now that I have a teacher, I'm very grateful. But I'm scared. I'm scared when I take that ACT that I'm not going to make it because I'm not being taught. I'm being taught the very basic minimum that could be taught the maximum. Because students are distracting each other, themselves, and it's come down to that. And I wish there was some way that I could fix that. And me being a former foster child, I was forced to move city to city for a year. I was moved out of my old foster home into a new one, meaning I had to switch schools freshman year, and then I had to go home and moved into a new city. And I had to move here, and I met Gabby, and I was so grateful. But that left me a credit behind because all the schools don't teach the same things. Freshman year, I had 3 different types of histories. I had U.S. history. I had world.
Weren't you almost in one of my classes?
Social studies. Yeah, I had world history, or like world history. Then I had U.S. social studies or something like that. And then when I moved here, I was in world geography for 2 weeks. And because I wasn't taught those things, I was left behind. And my English class, I'm so grateful I'm glad at English, but in my English class, freshman year, I read it 3 times and learned Shakespeare over and over again, and I was missing the part that I was supposed to be learning. And I wish there was a program. I want to start a program for foster children eventually that are out of school.
We should do that.
We should, and start a program where foster children take a test to show what they do know, and what they don't know, they have a program they can come to where they are learning that stuff regardless where they are.
You mean kind of
like an after school program almost.
Yeah.
Like a
college.
Yeah. For foster kids. And help them.
It should be open all the time.
Yeah.
Instead of just like.
Yeah, and it's open to all students that are in all foster kids.
You should have if they're really bad at home, you should have beds there where they sleep.
Yeah, and I want it to be where they know they all can relate to each other.
They know they belong somewhere.
Yeah, because as a foster kid, my little brothers, I was terrified for them because I didn't know what was going to happen next. I never knew what was going to happen the next day. But my foster siblings that were put into the system too, they knew what was going to happen to them, but yet they still supported us and hoped that we got home, and that hoped that somebody was fighting for us. And even though people don't fight, if parents don't fight, I want this program to teach kids that they are loved and people do care. That people do want them to succeed, and some foster parents are unfit for the job. Some use them for money, for the check that they're receiving, for there's so many things foster parents do that are not right. For the slave labor, maybe. All of it is wrong, and I feel like there's so much we can do. And I want to start a program, and I want help. And that's why we made this video, is we need everybody to help. Anybody and everybody.
I grew up with VHS always on my wall because we didn't grow up with a big house or anything. So they were always you don't live in a standard house, so you need to take away some of your kids. So I used to grow up always hiding at a knock on the door. Always feeling that not safe.
Yeah, and yes, I grew up in a somewhat bad environment when I was growing up till I was 13. I was bullied up to when I was 13. I was called fat and I was called ugly.
Huh.
But
look at this.
But in that county, and I was called stinky because my family couldn't afford water. My family couldn't afford that. And it wasn't my fault, but I was judged for it. And my brothers, I had to raise them up to, when I was 8 years old, I had to start raising them by myself. And when I was little, I was told, "Oh, Allie, you should focus on being a kid," but I was forced to babysit. How could you focus on raising your two little brothers, and making sure that they're being fed and you're being fed, and still be a kid? How do you focus on being a kid when you don't know where you're going to stay one night? Those things actually happen to kids, and some of them are still in abusive homes, and they don't even know it. Bad things are happening every day, but I believe that they happen for a reason, and I believe good things come out of those things, and I want help. I want to help people like I've been helped in more ways. Because there's bad people in the world. I'm going to accept that. I'm not going to take stereotypes. And I'm not going to take somebody's story I don't know and judge their book. I'm not going to judge a book by their cover. I'm going to know that book. I'm going to read that book thoroughly and then discuss the judging part, because I still probably won't judge it.
Just like when we first met. I
I see the good in people and I take that. And then the bad in people, the worst people show they're bad and don't show any good, but the people who are good try to show it. And even though some people have secrets, all people have secrets, it's the good people who decide. So, if you know, if you know anybody who could help us, or you are somebody who can help us, and you want to be a part of this, please try to comment, like, subscribe, do something.
do something to help your community.
Yeah, please do this, because
We're not just asking to help us.
it's not for us, it's for other kids and
you
other
can help
people.
someone else. You don't have to help us. Hope you take this video and do something about it. Just don't sit there and say, oh, I want to do something about it. And be like,
Please,
I'm never going to do something.
like, this is why social media was created. This is why YouTube was created. This is why Facebook was created.
Speak your voice.
Please, 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 if you want to help us, please contact us, comment, share the video, do something, but help. Don't sit there and don't let kids get behind in school because they're being mistreated.
Be a teacher, okay?
Don't be, because kids who are moving daily and moving home to home, sometimes that's not their fault. And sometimes it's the stress or the anger they're dealing with. That's why they are so bad-tempered. And teenagers, especially in the foster care system, are not wanted.
Not just in the foster care system.
Teenagers in general are not wanted. And little kids are the ones who are wanted in foster systems. Those are the kids that get adopted. Those are the ones who get special treatment. But the teenagers, we get crap. Some of us get crap due to the fact we are teenagers. Because we're all grown. We know who's our mom. We know who our dads are. We know what we've been through. And we feel, if we're rebellious, we want answers. That's why we are that way. And that's what we want now, is answers and help and to take care of each other. So, this is going to end our video, and we hope...
Just help a kid. It doesn't matter if they're in foster care or nothing. Just help a kid in need.
If you see bullying, if you see something that's wrong in the school system,
this is not just
going on, if you feel something is wrong, speak up about it. That's all you can do until something is done. If you feel like you could do something and you feel like you have an idea, then pursue your idea. We can't pursue our idea because we're not old enough. We don't have... I'm trying. Actually, I'm trying. I'm trying to get social workers to help me.
I am trying to open a bakery where I could just hand food out.
And right now I have to talk about board. If I did do this, I would have to talk to the board, and that's really hard to do. But with your help, I can do it. And your inspiration.
We're not talking. We're not staying on one topic. We're talking about all the topics wrong.
We're talking about wrongdoing in general. How it could be changed. And how, with love and kindness, you're doing something. We can
show
do something.
you actually care.
Because we were made for so many reasons, and one of them is not wrongdoing.
We have a place.
We all have a place. We all have a home.
We might not just find it. Some things might happen on the way.
Bad things happen to good people, but the reasons why
To make them better.
is to show the good. Yin yang. If the good in life, if you see the good, there seems very little bad. If you see the bad, there seems very little good. So focus on your good, and you have very little bad. There's good in everything. Everything.
And the dragon too. Dragon. I think they're misunderstood.
Everybody's misunderstood in a way. But this is the end of our video, and we hope you share, and we hope you like this, and we hope you comment and try to help us. So, good night.
Go Dragons!
Have
Yay!
a great weekday. Have a great weekend. Have a great whatever time it is. Just have
a fun life.
Yeah. Smile.
Cry.
Be kind. And love each other. And help somebody.
Be dragon.
Do what you believe is good. So, saying that, I guess this is bye. We will see you next time on Allie and the AT Show.
It should be a vlog, but whatever.
Bye. Bye.